Good morning, beautiful souls. It is Friday the 13th. It is August 13th. I'm curious to know if any of you are superstitious or feel that any certain way when it's Friday the 13th. My sister was actually born on Friday the 13th, I think. So I don't necessarily see it in a negative way, but I can't say I've ever really paid attention. So I'm interested. I'm going to pay attention today and see like if the energy or if my day just is any different. So I missed you guys yesterday. And I told you guys in the Lionsgate portal that I had like an incredible amount of energy and this and that. Well, apparently it's been bringing up some shadow work for me that I wasn't even aware of until the night before last. I just had an unexpected purge. It was just purge, purge, purge. Couldn't stop it, couldn't control it. And a lot came to the surface. So I spent the day yesterday really just kind of not navigating my feelings around that. And like I said, healing. I was trying to heal that so I can let it go and not be sit and stuck with it, because the old me would have dwelled on something like that. I didn't understand what a purge was, and I just felt like it just made me feel badly. But now, I see it totally differently. It's like this stuff needed to come out. Maybe not necessarily for other people to hear, but it was for me to hear. And I do feel like there were some things that I said that helped other people kind of navigate some things that they had going on as well. So it was meant to be. The universe has it's mysterious. It has a way with things, but I still believe that everything happens for a reason, even if it doesn't always feel good. But if it doesn't feel good, then remember, it's you got growth going on there. So apparently I'm going through, and we're all going through a never-ending transformation, and it's hard to tell, what level that we're at in our transformation, but I definitely know that I'm going through something. But okay, so today we have the bull, and let's get right into it. Keywords are power, strength, protection, procreation, balance, and resistance. The incantation is I am committed to how I want to feel. The tarot cards it correlates with is the Wheel of Fortune, the World, and the King of Pentacles. The history of the bull symbol. The bull is a symbol of both the moon and the sun, earth and the sky, rain and heat. It is the balance of both feminine and masculine aspects of life, the beginning and the end of a cycle from fertility to death. The bull has been used in sacrifice as a symbol of new life and vegetation. It is an excellent symbol of power, and when associated with death, it represents a chance encounter and the ability to cheat death. Wow. When the bull is associated with the sun, it holds the masculine energies of strength, power, protection, and procreation. When associated with the moon, it represents the masculine and feminine energies coming into balance and flowing in harmony. That's very interesting. Bull can also symbolize stubbornness, resistance, and lack of flexibility. So today's oracle message. I honor the anger that courses through my veins as I listen to the words it has to say. I honor its wisdom and its teachings, and it is protecting me from hurt. I use its lessons to figure out what needs to be healed within me and what changes need to be made. I choose to run with that wisdom, and stubbornly determined, I forge head on. As I find my center, the love within me, I see the value of my words and desires. As I find compassion for the stories and people who try to hold me back, I gain clarity. As my anger transforms by the power of free will and self-love, forgiveness enters and my world expands. As I merge the power of passion and compassion that holds the power of the divine masculine and feminine energies, they unite. As I honor what is important to me, what I know in my heart to be true, and what feels right, I forge ahead with resilience and love. As I choose to check in with myself, I see if lack of flexibility and resistance is affecting my communication. So anger is healthy. It is okay to be angry. Now, how you express your anger and how you let it out is it's how you react to a situation, right? That really tells a lot about a person. So it's okay to be angry, but remember, see, my outer experiences are a reflection of my internal condition. So if you find yourself getting set off by small things, then it's triggering something. There's something else going on within, because your experiences in your outer world are a mirror. They're literally a mirror of what is going on inside. And if you choose to keep ignoring and not taking the time to dive deep and figure out what is truly bothering you, then your anger is going to turn into a rage, and it's going to keep going and keep going. So what Spirit is really saying here is that when you notice that you're at that explosive state and you're not dealing with your anger in a healthy way, check in with yourself. Check in with yourself and see where you're not being flexible. See where you're being resistant to figuring out your own internal dialogue. And I mean, don't get me wrong. There are times where situations can make us angry, and it isn't always necessarily something, something internal. Entirely, but there is, to a degree, there always is, to a degree, a reason why, a personal reason why that made you upset. And it's important to figure that out so you can healthily express and explain why you're upset to somebody else, instead of just, freaking out and throwing stuff. And which, don't get me wrong, that feels good sometimes too, but do that in a healthy way too. Go boxing, go running, go punch a pillow. But so Spirit is showing me today that, and it's interesting, on Friday the 13th, that some of you might be finding yourself going through some anger today, feeling anger coursing through your veins, your blood boiling, something happening that just really makes your blood boil. And we're seeing here that these experiences are a reflection of something that is going on inside, something deeper. So before you take this anger out on somebody else, really take a minute to check in with yourself. All right, so I also have an angel message for you today, and then we're going to wrap it up. Today's angel message is, don't worry about being like everyone else. You have a very special purpose, and there is no one else who can replace the one-of-a-kind gifts that you bring to others. Trying too much to conform to the standards isn't for the best, because you are meant to be a channel of love, which can at times not be the focus of the world. By being different, you inspire others to live their life from their heart. This authentic way of living breaks down the patterns that confines the soul. As you liberate your own soul, leading others to do the same, more space for divine light is created on earth. Today's angel number is number 5. Today's angelic number gives you the courage to be the change you want to see in the world. And I know that sounds so cliche, but it's true, guys. Rather than looking to others to guide you, have the radical courage to be different and become a guide for others. Action steps for today: make a personal commitment to the freedom of your soul. Write out a note to yourself that describes how you are going to honor following your soul's path. Keep this letter someplace you will remember it when you're falling into patterns of conformity that are making you feel stuck. And then the affirmation of the day is, my soul is one of a kind with its own path to follow. In the rut of conformity, I do not have to wallow. Now, I want to tell you guys something that recently happened to me a couple weeks back. I found a woman who does a lot like I do, a spiritual coach and guide and all that fun stuff. Been doing it much longer than I do, but she just had this style, this just when I looked at her, I saw how I thought I wanted to project myself to the world, how I feel like I wanted others to see me. And then in that split second of that moment, I felt really small. I felt like, maybe my different makeup is, too crazy. Maybe I'm looking too witchy or too psychic, and I really want to look more put together and more. It was almost like this regal, like an adult, like you would expect a mature woman to look. And for a split second, like I said, I was like, man, that's kind of where I wanted to go, but that's not where I'm headed. And it's not it. I actually pulled some cards that day, and I got reassuring messages from the universe that told me just this, that I am my own unique person. That yes, I she was beautiful, she's wonderful, she's doing very well, got a great job, but that might be how I thought I wanted people to perceive me, but that's not me. And no matter how hard I try to be like that, I'm never going to find gratification and joy in that, because I'm trying to project and to be something that I'm not, that I just want people to see me in this certain way. And before I even got the chance to like try to change myself or try to change anything about myself so I could be more like this woman who I was looking up to in that moment, it made me realize that it's okay to look up to someone like that, but it doesn't mean that I have to want to be like that for myself, that I do have my own unique qualities, my own unique look, and just being my true authentic self is really what the world needs from me. The world doesn't need me to try to be like someone else that I think people want to see me as. So yes, today I'm seeing that you guys, you might have a moment where, something happens that makes you feel like you have to conform or you have to be like somebody else, or, you know, you might even think that that's what you want until you sit with it for a minute and be like, no, I really don't. I am me and I am great being me. And then again today, you guys might find yourself having some moments of anger and frustration, and that's perfectly fine and healthy. But again, sit with it and figure out what's going on before you just kind of lash out. All right, guys. I hope you have a good Friday the 13th. I'm interested to hear, to feel what this energy is like. But I hope you'll have a super awesome day. Love, light, and blessings, and I'll be back tomorrow. Bye.